Hi there. We're continuing to think about love in action and how we can show love to people in our world in just the same way that God shows love to us. God's love is so amazing, isn't it? It's never ending. It's powerful, more powerful than death. And God has love for every person on this planet. And He calls us to be the same. He calls us to love one another. I don't know how many times the Bible has that phrase, love one another, but I know it's many times as God is trying to emphasize to us that love really is the key to unlock people's hearts and lives. You know, Jesus was travelling towards Jerusalem, and as He came towards Jerusalem, there was obviously a point at which he just kind of stopped and He looked over Jerusalem. He looked into the distance and saw the city, you know, and He said, "Oh Jerusalem, I wish you would have come to God. I wish you would have come just like little chickens come to their mother hen. I wish you would realise that God is your Father. But you have rejected God, you have turned against Him." And Jesus knew that He was riding to Jerusalem not to be celebrated by the people, although He was initially, but He knew that His end was coming. He knew that He was going to go to the cross. He was going to be crucified, to be killed by His very own people. But instead of being angry about this, or instead of running away or going in the opposite direction like Jonah did, Jesus embraced God's will for his life because he loved his Father. Every time that Jesus was obedient, He showed love in action. Every time we do what is right and obey God and obey His word, we show love in action. And as Jesus looked over that city, He had great love for His people, even those who were going to crucify Him. In fact, even on the cross, He said, "Father, forgive them, because they don't realise what they're doing." Incredible love, isn't it? Incredible love. That verse keeps coming back again and again. Greater love has no one than this, that He laid down His life for His friends. And Jesus laid down His life not just for His friends, but for His enemies. I wonder how much love we have for our city, our town, our village, the place where God has placed us. As I look over the Clyde Valley there, this is my region, my area, Renfrewshire, East Renfrewshire. This is where God has placed me. 177,000 people in Renfrewshire. Maybe only about 12,000, about 7% on average of any population really knows God, according to the latest statistics. That's a lot of people who don't know God and need to see God. And one of the ways that they will see God and find God is through us showing God's love as we come alongside people, as we pray for people, and God willing, as we lead them to Himself. Speak to you again tomorrow.